So this person is famous on the whole internet. Y'all, y'all cannot believe that. And I always be seeing his videos. He's actually so famous, and people react to him because people never watch his videos and them do not know him. So today we are doing the same thing. I will not know this person. Actually, I will not know him. What the? Oh, what was gonna help learn these people? So okay, let's just watch the oldest videos he ever made. Yeah. Okay. This probably be the better person of safety dams that are weird pooping things. No, he's actually freaking weird because of that. That well, we call that the new safety dams person. Okay.
A teenager tortured my dog for fun, then threatened to do it again. My dog had gone missing for a few hours, and when I finally found him, he was standing outside another house in my neighborhood. He was covered in
Okay.
bruises, his eye was swollen shut, and blood was still dripping down his side. The teenager walked out and didn't
No.
apologize.
Hey.
He just told me to keep my dog on a leash,
No, no, no. No, check that person who actually doing that to him.
or he'd do it again. I rushed him to the vet, but he was too far gone. I had to put him down just to
No.
spare him the suffering. That dog was
Nah, bro. That's actually the worst thing of my life. I'm probably gonna beat his eye up, bro.
the only memory I had left of my late wife, Helen. So I called in
Dang.
a few favors and found out everything about this kid. His school, his job, his girlfriend. He was enrolled at a Catholic private school, and when I told them what he did, they expelled him within the week. His girlfriend was vegan and an animal lover, so convincing her to break up with him was easy. I sprinkled in a few lies, and she destroyed his car for revenge. Then my friends and I posed as customers at his job and filed complaints until his manager fired him on the spot. His life was gone within days, and as he was walking home after getting fired, I
Yeah, this I I would call the police on him.
ran him over
No,
with my truck.
not that person. Okay, who this lady, bro? So this probably gonna be the second one we're gonna be
The
watching.
popular girls ranked every guy in our grade by attractiveness, so I ranked them by weight. Someone texted me, "Sorry bro," with a link. Every guy in our grade ranked by attractiveness and height. I was a 5. The comment next to my name said, "Average face, below average height, would not recommend." Other comments were worse. "Would be cute if he wasn't built like a middle schooler." The whole thing was anonymous, but everyone knew who made it. Tiffany and her
Hey,
crew. You couldn't miss Tiffany. Built like Jabba the Hutt stuffed into a Brandy Melville top. But she ran the school so nobody said anything. By the next Monday, 3 guys had deleted their socials. One kid, Darnell, stopped coming to school entirely. I saw his mom picking up his homework from the front office.
nah, god dang, man.
She looked like she'd been crying. The girls thought it was hilarious. I heard Tiffany in the hallway saying, "It's just a joke. Guys are so sensitive." I tried to do it the right way first. Went to the school counselor and showed her the list. She said she'd look into it and did absolutely nothing. A week later, the list was still up with more comments being added. Someone ranked Darnell a 1.5 and wrote, "Generous." He still wasn't back at school. I caught Tiffany at her locker between classes. "The list is hurting people. Darnell hasn't been to school in 2 weeks. You need to take it down." She looked at me with this fake pity face. "Aw, are you upset about your little 5? Don't worry, I'm sure someone will settle for you eventually." Her friends howled. I didn't react. "So you'd be okay if someone did the same thing to you?" She laughed. "No one would dare." I nodded. "You're probably right." That night I sat in my room thinking about what would actually get through to her. Words didn't work. Authority didn't work. The only thing Tiffany would understand is feeling exactly what she made everyone else feel. So I opened a Google Doc and started typing. Got the weights from Instagram posts,
Yeah.
beach photos, anything public. Estimated where I had to. Spent 3 days on it. Made sure it was brutal. Made sure Tiffany was right at the top. Friday lunch, I dropped the list at exactly noon. Within 10 minutes, it spread to every corner of the cafeteria. Girls were crying, screaming. One girl threw her phone across the room, but I kept my eyes on Tiffany. She was holding court as usual when someone handed her their phone. She squinted at the screen, scrolled. Her smile disappeared. Scrolled more. Her face went red, then purple. She was number 1, 187
Oh,
pounds. Comment, not even Ozempic could save this one. She stood up so fast her chair fell over. Her eyes scanned the cafeteria until they found me. me. I waved. She marched over with her whole crew behind her. You think this is funny? This is disgusting. This is body shaming. I'm reporting you. I stayed calm. Body shaming. That's crazy. It's just a joke. This isn't a joke. This is harassment. Is it? Because when I told you to take your list down, you said it was just a joke. You said guys need to
Yeah.
stop being so sensitive. The cafeteria went dead silent. The difference is you ranked guys by height and attractiveness, things they were born with, things they can never change. I ranked by weight, something anyone can change if they wanted to. For the first time, she had nothing to say. Her friends backed away. We both got detention. Someone finally dared. The popular girls ranked every guy in our grade by attractiveness. So
Oh my god. Dang, y'all. Okay, let's just go to the next video. How about we watch the most popular video? Okay, we're gonna watch that next. Okay, okay. Okay, this could be the next video we are watching.
My twin brother Chris and I were 9 when we learned Morse code. We tapped messages under the dinner table when Mom told us to stop talking and tapped through the wall between our bedrooms every night. When Chris got into a car accident and the doctors said he'd never wake up, I pulled up a chair next to his bed, took his hand,
Oh,
and tapped. Are you there? Nothing. But I came back the next afternoon and tapped again. Before I left, I always said the same thing. See you tomorrow, Chris. A week later, Chris's fingers twitched against mine, and I almost fell out of my chair. I grabbed a nurse and she barely looked up. They're reflexes. It doesn't mean anything. I bought a notebook the next day
ugh.
and started writing down every single one. 4 months in, Mom watched me scribbling and said, "How long are you gonna keep doing this? Until he taps back." He's not gonna tap back. You're talking to a corpse. Dad lasted a few more months before he pulled me into the hallway. We need to talk about donating your brother's organs. His fingers move every time I hold his hand, Dad. The nurses said those are reflexes. Stop getting your hopes up, son. I don't care what the nurses say. You're not donating my brother's organs. But a week later, my parents called to have Chris transferred to a long-term facility to die and scheduled a meeting to sign the papers. The afternoon before the meeting, I tapped into
Bro, what's the bro? What's the bro? What he crying, bro? Bro, why did crying sound like that?
his palm like always, but this time,
His these get addicted because of the editing and the scripting, y'all. Yeah.
something tapped back. Short, short, short. Long, long, long. Short, short, short. SOS. I grabbed his hand. Chris, if that's you, squeeze once. He squeezed so hard my knuckles cracked. I stormed into the meeting room and told them my brother just responded to me. The caseworker said, "This is very common with families who aren't ready to let go." My parents nodded. I grabbed the transfer papers off the table. "You're not signing anything until you come see for yourself." I walked them to Chris's bed and grabbed his hand. "Ask him anything." The caseworker asked what year it was. Chris squeezed out the answer. Count to 5. 5 perfect squeezes. His mother's name, tapped out letter by letter. By the 10th question, she said, "He's still
Yeah, I'm be back, guys. Okay, be back.
alive. We can't move him." Weeks later, I asked Chris what kept him fighting when everyone gave up. Heard Mom call me a corpse. Heard Dad say donate my organs. Heard all of them leave, except you. I asked why. I wanted to see you too.
Oh yeah. Okay. So what's his? Okay, so let's go to his stories. Copyright. Let's go. Yeah. Blah blah blah. But I got Instagram too. Oh. Okay, what is we should watch now? I'm probably gonna watch this next, y'all. My daughter just vanished. Oh my god, let's go. We gotta watch that next. Okay, we are here to the next video. Yeah, yeah.
While me and my daughter were hiking up a hill, it was getting dark, so I crouched down to her level and said, "Honey, there's only one rule I want you to follow. Don't let go of my hand, no matter what." Annalise nodded and pointed at the full moon. "Okay, Daddy, but you have to chillax. You don't need to be so worried all the time. Look at the sky." I chuckled and took my camera out of my bag to take a photo. "Okay, honey, I guess you're right." But when I looked down, Annalise wasn't there anymore. I looked behind the nearest tree, thinking
Oh my god. Bro, nah. How this daughter vanish out of nowhere, bro?
that she was just hiding. But when I saw she wasn't there, my heart instantly started pounding with adrenaline. "Annalise, where are you?" I looked down and saw footprints leading to the
I would do this. I would be doing the same thing. If I was going, if I was having a daughter and son. And if I lost her, I would be doing the same thing. I would be counting my dang hearts, bro. Yeah. Okay, let me just move the camera a little bit.
Cave, so I followed the track marks. They led to a hole, and I knew she crawled through because her
Dang.
shoes were left
Oh
on the
my
ground
god.
outside. I instantly took off my backpack and crawled into the dark. I was halfway through a cave
Well,
when
what
I
are you
finally heard her
doing?
crying. "Annalise, is that you?" But she didn't respond, and instead, I heard a low growl. I gasped because it sounded like she was being attacked by a pack of wolves. I crawled faster, and when I finally made
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, what's happening?
it to the wide part of the cave, I braced myself for what I was about to see. I lifted my flashlight with a trembling hand, and that's when I saw her under the arch of a rock, half buried under a pile of wolves.
Oh my god. Yep, yep. I'm trying to save her, but that would be a risk. Well, is he gonna do a risk? Or he just gonna leave him? Well, he's not gonna leave his own daughter like that if he
The
do that.
biggest wolf was curled around her back. A pack of wild wolves kept my 6-year-old daughter warm and protected all night, through the cold that should have killed her. I smiled because I thought this kind of thing only happened in movies. But when I went to poke her awake, one of the big wolves pinned me to the floor and bared his teeth at me. Annalise shot up and giggled. "It's okay, doggy. This is my daddy." Somehow, the wolf went still. She took my hand for the first time since she'd let go of it. "Daddy, can you go get your backpack and come back to take a photo of me with the doggies?" I looked behind her to see the wolves staring at me like I was lunch. "I think I'd rather take a photo of the sky, honey."
Okay, y'all. Okay. Let's should go to his post. Here, please wait me 5 stores. Blah 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 blah. Oh, he made his own music. Join the Discord. Please put that link. Everybody plus our giveaways Discord for GG/his stories. I mean his UT stories. Bro, what's that picture, man? Brent, oh my god. Like, Palin's always gonna be buying it. Okay, what, what days you, what days we should watch? I should got there we can watch. Mm. Ooh, we should watch that next, y'all. Okay, we just got to his next video. This is the one I said I'm gonna watch. At the end, well, here's better from Sack Deep Games. At the end, I'll wait him and no, I'll wait him and subscribe to him. And like and subscribe. If his thing is better from Safety Dance, that pooping video, that weird videos he was making, well, that was weird. But probably his things is, well, his thing is actually a good thing. Well, he always be scripting.
My school
Um,
banned water bottles to keep us safe, but it
okay, let's just watch it. Let's just watch it, y'all. Okay?
almost killed one of us. I was mid-sip when my teacher snatched the water
Dang.
bottle from my hand and tossed it into a garbage bag saying, "New policy," then moved down the rows and
Bro. If it his water bottle, what, bro, why his teacher bro just blow his water bottle trash, bro? It's his water bottle.
took every single bottle in the room. Half the class
Nah.
started yelling, but then the intercom crackled and the principal's voice cut through. "All water bottles are banned because 3 seniors were caught sneaking vodka into
Oh
school.
my
If you need water,
God.
use the water fountains." Next period, I ran to
Bro,
the
who
nearest fountain
cares?
and had to wait behind a line of 30 kids. When I finally got to the
Nah,
front, all that
that's the
came out was a
rules.
trickle of brown, warm water. I went to drink from the bathroom sinks
Ew!
instead, but other students had the same idea. Athletes who
Ew! Ew, bro! The heck? Ew, bro! What? What the frick? Bro, why is black water on the mountains? But
Ran five
that's
miles
not.
in cross-country practice, drank their own
Oh,
sweat. In just a week, the nurse's office was filled with dehydrated students
actually, why are people drinking them own sweat, bro? Are y'all just
complaining
weirdos,
about
bro?
headaches. Our parents called the school to complain, but the principal sent out an email saying, sometimes safety requires sacrifice. I had enough when a heat wave started that Tuesday, making the hallways feel like a sauna. I knew the confiscated water bottles were
Yeah.
sitting in a storage closet, so I grabbed mine and hid it in my locker. I'd secretly drink water throughout the day
Ooh,
while
that's
everyone
a
else
great
waited in line
idea.
for brown water. Friday's gym class was when everything went to hell because coach made us run laps outside in the middle of
Okay, bro, it just said the bad word,
the
bro.
heat wave. We'd been going for 15 minutes when Chris went from jogging to face first on the floor. Everyone started screaming. Coach ran over, his face going white when he realized Chris was unconscious and burning up. He yelled for water, but the water fountains were inside the school and no one had their water bottles. That's when I remembered my water bottle was in my backpack. I grabbed it and dumped it
Whoa.
over Chris's head, carefully giving him small sips when he started to come around. I stayed there rationing my water between cooling him down and keeping him hydrated. The paramedics arrived 12 minutes later and they said Chris's
Yo. Whoa. Why you give him your drink? You can make him die. Because it's your water. You drinking there, too.
temperature was
Yeah. I'm
104.8,
true.
dangerously
I'm
close to
telling
the
the truth,
point where
though.
organs start shutting down. They told me I had saved him because he could have gone into kidney failure or worse. Chris's parents' lawyer was at the school the
Ooh.
next morning, along with 3 news vans and angry parents. The principal tried to do damage control by promising to lift the ban, but it was too late. He got fired the next day. The new principal installed water fountains
Yes, sir. That's that principal should get.
his first week. Then the intercom crackled and his voice cut through. Water bottles are welcome back. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Chris returned to school a month later, and he carries 2 water bottles everywhere he goes.
Okay, y'all. I'm probably gonna end my thing right here. So, bro, his thing was good. His thing was good. And have a good day, Jparks fans. I'm gonna end the thing right here. I'm gonna give him like a 5 hour stars because that detail was the wicked weird person. And do not watch his last stage, bro, because because at the end of his last stage, it just said, we know, like what the fuck? But okay, bye. I'm gonna see y'all later. I'm gonna end the thing here. Like, subscribe. I'm gonna see y'all later. Bye.